Audio and video on demand. Stay connected. 830WCCO.com.
Mike Max was the one and only Dick Jankowski. Congratulations, you're going into the New Prague Hall of Fame.
Thank you very much, Mikey. I appreciate it. Yeah, looking forward to it. And I really am pleased because I'm the only one being inducted this year, and that makes me feel pretty good.
And what is it based on?
Well, it's distinguished.
Obviously not GPA.
No. Distinguished alumni, you know, what you've done with your life, I guess, and the notoriety that I've given to New Prague, because I mention always wherever I go that I went to high school in New Prague. And I guess just some of the people that nominated me and the committee said, well, let's put him in. He's probably been begging for 20 years. Let's put him in.
Give us your latest, greatest joke.
Oh, there's so many of them. I don't know.
Just pick one.
You know my favorite one. I tell it everywhere, but that's the one, of course, about the homeless woman. I think that's one of the funniest stories.
Tell it again.
Well, I just said I dated a homeless woman, and everybody said, well, how's it going? I said, pretty well. You can drop her off anywhere. People just love that story. They think that's such a great story.
The one, the only, the Polish Eagle. He's been blogged. Mike Max on my day off. This is where you go to St. Cloud, Minnesota. This is Joe Favor Field, where they've got high school tournaments going on all day. This is the best time of the year for high school baseball, when it finally gets warm and you can watch a couple games at one time. And right over there, they've got Dick Putt's Field where the River Bats play. St. Cloud, Minnesota, and baseball, they are synonymous in the state. Brian McKinnie, you've been through OTAs, workouts, and I don't know what they call them all, but what do you get out of these as a veteran?
Just timing and chemistry with the other offensive line, and actually just seeing how some of the younger offensive linemen are developing and things like that. And like I got Phil now, so I get to give him a little bit of advice on what I like to do against certain players and things like that. He asked me a few questions today. I gave him a few answers, and he used it actually. So I was good that he took my advice. I was happy they took my advice, and that's pretty much what I get out of it.
Phil is Phil Lodeholt, and a lot of people are going to confuse him for you. Yeah, I mean, did you ever think you'd meet somebody as big as you?
Not really, and honestly, I think people will confuse him as me because if you describe both of us, it's going to probably should be the same description. But no, we finally got somebody the same size as me that plays on the other side of the line, so that's a good thing. Probably help out our running game and even more, and then I don't know, it would be like one of the biggest offensive lines in the league now.
Sancho Henderson's a high school kid. I understand you've talked to him once or twice. Have you maybe work out with him at some point in time? You said?
I want to. That's E.J. Henderson's
academy?
Yeah, that's part of his academy. And EJ's been trying to link us up for a while, so I can just give him advice. And he's coming out of high school. And he's already my size. I wasn't even as big coming out of high school. I was like 120 pounds less than what I weigh now. But these kids are getting bigger and bigger coming out of high school.
What would you tell him as somebody as big as you and #1 recruit in the country in some list?
Just pretty much to stay focused and don't let everybody get in your ear about you should do this, you should do that. Do what you know, what you think is best, and just stay focused on your job and don't rush it trying to get to the league and everything like that. We
were talking to Nick Urban. He said, an invite from Winona State here, trying to make it the same position as you. What's it like for guys like that to come on and try to make an imprint when you're not drafted high?
I mean, they have a lot to prove. And they come out here. I mean, as long as they have good work ethic and they learn their plays and just come out here and give it their all every day, I'm sure the coaches will take notice.
You having fun?
I'm having a good time out here.
Always.
Yep.
Vinsanthe, Shiancoe, I'm watching you out there, and you're working after practice. What do you work on there? What was it? Was it with the quarterback or the coach, or what do you guys do?
Always work with the position coaches on my hands and on reaction drills, surprise balls, different angles of the balls, so however the ball will come to me.
And what are you trying to, is it just constant repetition? Is that what it's all about?
Yeah, I mean, being able to focus when your arms and your shoulders are tired on catching the ball, allowing your hands and your arms to do what your brain tells it to do and go where your brain wants it to go.
Yeah, how's Sage look to you?
He looked good, man. He looked good, man.
Tavares too?
Tavares and Sage look very good out there. It's going to be a good competition out there.
It's just a matter of time. I mean, you can't go all year feeling great. And then on the same note, you're not going to go all year feeling bad too. So you got to keep going out there working on it, and hopefully it'll turn around like it. I feel like it's starting to.
That was just a short one.
Yeah, thank God. That's all it takes. I'll take that.
Do you know when you're dialed in on a game day?
Beforehand, not really. It's usually see how the first at bat goes, and then I kind of know what kind of day it's going to be. And obviously today got off to a good start.
The last ball that you hit for a double, though, you were taking a hack. Were you looking for 3?
Yeah, I was. Well, we're just take it easy out there. I don't want to do anything crazy right now.
What do you guys need to do on the road that you haven't done?
Just got to win some games. Simple as that. And hopefully this series and this to game today, we'll carry that over and go from there.
Mike Max with Joel Maturi. Joel, all the questions that we got on the radio show were about the stadium and parking and alcohol issues, alcohol being the most important one. How does this thing get resolved?
Well, the Board of Regents and the President and the campus administration are placed in an awkward position because of the bill that's been passed by the legislature. But you know what? They care about the university, they care about our students, and they will get together and meet next week and make a decision on what's best for the University of Minnesota.
How excited are you about being 90-some days away?
Well, I tell you what, I get tears in my eyes. I'm an emotional guy, and that goes with being an Italian, I think. But every day that I go by it and the many days that I get to visit it and see it coming to fruition, feels pretty good.
Joel Maturi, and he's just been blogged.
The WCCO homepage, 830WCCO.com.